Hey everybody, Aaron here. March 31st, Friday. Rainy, crappy, miserable, but slightly warm. Well, right there you can see the flames on the maple tree right out front. And underneath that you can see whatever the crap that is, or leaves anyway, but yeah, look at that crick. Coming up. We're under like flood advisories and stuff. Again. Good times, man. Look at that sky. Oh, crappy and crappy. Yeah, crick. I don't know, it's probably like 3 or 4 foot from breaking the bank. I don't know if it's actually going to. It looks like most of the rain went south of us, thankfully. But, you know, everything's still muddy and crappy and wet out there. I need a frickin' sidewalk, man. I get out of my vehicle and I walk to the house and I have to jump from stone to stone. I have like well, it's not a cobblestone. It's like a flagstone and limestone and other rocks that are just around kind of walkway. Well, over the years, they become kind of sedimented up and the grass grows and then the mud's there, and so it's like, it's kind of like playing adult hopscotch to get into my house. So I need a frickin' sidewalk. That's one of my top 10 to do this summer. Yeah, if I get to it. Yeah, just like everything else, so many projects. Grass looks green. Ish. I don't know. A lot of limbs in the yard. Good. Haven't had to mow yet. Well, actually, I should be mowing if the rain ever frickin' stops, but yep, back to being a slave to the grass. If you want a good looking lawn, which I really personally don't care, but you know, I got kids running around in the yard and I don't want snakes and crap out there. So yeah, awesome. Are you sure? You look so sleepy. You must be completely wore out from sleeping all day. No, tell me. No, seriously, tell me. Are you tired? Are you tired, kitty? No? A little bit? Yeah, you're sleepy. You should go take a nap and rest up from all that sleeping. So it's getting a little bit chilly inside, but I don't think I'm going to spend a whole lot of time in here tonight. I think I'm going to spend most of my time in the RV, just because it's fun. And I have no kids with me tonight, so I don't have to do the responsible parent thing. You know, it's kind of like, yay. By the way, it is my birthday, so yeah, I'm old. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I love my kids, but it's really, really weird when, oh my god, I don't have to cook, I don't have to do other stuff, and I don't have to have it 75 in here. I can just let it be 40 or something if I wanted to, you know? Yay! Well, Missouri Wind and Solar got back with me. They said that this grid tie inverter would work with solar application, which I kind of thought it would anyway. You can see the lights are going there. That means it's putting electricity from the solar panels back into my on-grid part of the house. They said, they were pretty helpful. They said if I wasn't comfortable with it, that I could just send it back and they'd send me one without the dump load. Which I didn't care, you know, it's fine, whatever, that's another cool thing to play with, but I just wanted to make sure that it would work with solar. The sales lady said it wouldn't, and the customer service lady said it would. So, I took her advice, hooked it up, it didn't work, and I thought, what in the world's going on? Why is it not, the lights were doing the flickery thing for low voltage? So I got the manual out, looked it up, and it kept saying, yeah, it's receiving low voltage. Now I tested it with a meter, and it was, I think open on the 12 volt panel is like 18 volts or something. And I thought, why is it not working? This one was working fine. And this one was not. So anyway, going through the manual, and I don't know how I missed it. I missed it like 3 times, but it was 22 to 60 volt input is what it operates at. So it's kind of like a 24 volt inverter. This is a 12 volt. It's 10 to 18 volts operating voltage. So this is like a 24 or 36 or 48 volt, which it's not what I ordered. But I was able to reconfigure the panels on the roof for this one. So these are on a 24 volt configuration now, and it's working. This is still 12 volt configuration, and it's working. And it's very, very, very overcast today. Figures, you know, the day I'm trying to like test this thing out, and I'm only putting 52 watts in. It jumped up to 100 for like a second, but the sun has not come out. It's supposed to come out later on today, and that will be awesome, so I can finally see what it'll do. But for now, at least it's working, and at least my panels aren't just on the roof doing nothing. It's pumping back in. Both of them are, and this one is quite bigger than this one. You can see 250 watt, 500 watt. It's more than twice the size of it, and maybe that's got to do with the dump load. I don't know, but and I was thinking, you know, it'd be kind of cool just to wire some lights into this, some incandescent 12 volt lights. I have a couple bulbs. Then realized that, well, the dump will be 24 volt now, because that's 24 in, it'll be 24 out. So that won't work that well. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and order the resistors that go on here. And all they are a dump load. If this thing shuts off, or if the grid, the power that I buy comes in, if it goes down, like the wires go down or whatever after a big storm, this will shut off, this will shut off, the dump load will activate, and will take this current and have an output here. So it's not just sitting here getting hot or something, which it really shouldn't anyway, but it gives you the option of out. And if it overloads, the dump load comes on. And so I'm going to have to order some 24 volt resistors. They're just like little heating elements, kind of. Figures now that it's starting to warm up, I'm going to be putting heating elements in the house. But anyway, pretty happy with it, sort of. I mean, it is the wrong inverter. They sent me the wrong one. But it works, and I said, hey, if it works, I'll keep it, and they said, yes, it will work, so I'm keeping it. Missouri Wind and Solar, their customer service was pretty cool. I could kind of tell that the lady was getting a little frustrated with me, because I wanted her to say that, yes, it will work for solar, and she kind of wouldn't. And then eventually she did. Like the last email, there was like 4 emails back and forth or something from each of us, so finally she did say, yes, it will work, and if you're not happy with it, send it back and we'll send you one without a dump load. Yeah, I don't know, I think she was getting frustrated, and of course it was, Friday when we did our last communication, so she was probably wanting to get home and just turn off work for the week, which I don't blame her, but I don't know. I didn't have any trouble when I got this little guy. I mean, it was there on the day that it was supposed to be, and it hooked it up and it worked fine. I don't know. I'm not going to let that ruin my thoughts on Missouri Wind and Solar. I will order from them again, and I will recommend them to people. If you're in the market for stuff, check them out. They got a pretty cool website. Pretty easy to find. Just type it in. There you go. But keep in mind that mistakes do happen. Nobody's perfect, and you know, anyway, it worked out good. I don't have to wait to ship this back and then to receive another one. The only thing I'm waiting on is the sun. It's so overcast and crappy. Can you see that? There you go, sort of. Yeah, that's kind of pathetic. But it's been dark all day, so alright folks, so now I'm going to try to configure these things on the shelf or on the wall. I haven't decided yet. Excuse me. But I'm going to mount them permanently and then protect them from spillage and all that other good stuff, and secure them so that they're safe, so the cat doesn't get to them, and so my little guy doesn't get to them, and hell, so I don't get to them. Okay, everybody. Hey, I appreciate everybody watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Have a good one.